Wamwombi amekuwa akifuta watu kwa ofisi yake kulingana na katiba vile imesema. Section 45 and 46 inasema lazima signatures zikuwe at least 30% of registered voter. Ya Mathira ni allowed 100,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. I know many of you thought that this issue of Rigathi had been settled completely and that Kenyans had moved on. Guess what? In Nyeri County, that has not happened. In fact, the people in Nyeri County have started revenging, or rather avenging, Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment. So talking about avenging or revenging, there is a scenario that's taking place in Mathira. In Mathira, residents of Mathira, that is Gachagua's constituency, have begun collecting signatures to initiate a recall of the representative Eric Wamumbi. Eric Wamumbi is one of those members of parliament that made sure that Rigathi Gachagua was actually impeached. But you find that Eric Wamumbi is, before his fallout with Rigathi Gachagua, considered Rigathi Gachagua as his mentor. You know, and this explained in how Rigathi Gachagua campaigned for him to make sure that he got that seat. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not happening only in Nyeri. There is also Madenge. Someone by the name Madenge, member of parliament, also already from Nyeri County, who was also echoed, booed, could not be allowed to speak because of what they did to Rigathi Gachagua. So, before I get further on this story, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to kindly encourage you to go below there, locate a button with the word subscribe, and subscribe. Like this video. It's so important if you like this video, because that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Thanks so much for all of you who have responded. So, ladies and gentlemen, voters gathered at the Karatina open air market to sign petitions stating they are prepared to proceed with the recall once the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission is fully reconstituted. So speaking at the Karatina market, where the petition drive began on Wednesday, residents expressed their discontent, declaring Wamumbi unwanted. And this is what one of the voters said, that is Peter Mwangi. He said, as residents, we have resolved to start collecting signatures to recall Wamumbi because he has not initiated any meaningful development and betrayed our son, Gachagua, by leading the push for his impeachment, which we opposed. Mwangi further acknowledged that IEBC is not yet fully reconstituted following resignations of commissioners and retirement of others. He continued by saying, we know we cannot recall him now, but we are preparing the groundwork for this exercise so that once the commission is in place, we can move quickly, just as Gachagua's removal was handled so quickly.
Armed with their national identity cards, angry voters gathered at Karatina open air market in Mathira constituency to participate in a signature collection process to recall their member of parliament Eric Wamumbi.
Sisi tulimwambia asiweke financial bill, asiweke sign, na bado akaweka. Tukamwambia sifuze Gachagua na akamfukuza. Amekataa kutufanyia kazi yake tu ni siasa baya. So tunataka aende kabisa.
Napiga sign kwa sababu hakuna kazi anafanya hapa Mathira. Hakuna kazi anafanya hapa. Hata hatumuoni.
Wakati wa impeachment ya deputy president wetu hapa, Wamumbi alikuwa anahonga watu Nyeri town na hapa. Haya, Wamumbi amekuwa akifuta watu kwa ofisi yake bila
hiyo mbazari. Anapatia watu makaratasi. Makaratasi ikipiko huko shule hakuna pesa ziko. Watoto wakifunga, wasasi wanashindwa juu balances zinakuwa.
So I was telling you that the requirement, IEBC requirement, is that since in Nyeri County, Mathira constituency has 100,000 voters. Those are the registered ones. So it's going to take a third of this 100,000, making it around 35,000 there. That is the signatures needed to have the MP recalled. You know, if you realize that, if you look at what's happening in Nyeri, there is also another story here, because that is what has happened in Mathira. Then there's another separate scenario here of Nyeri town, whereby Nyeri town MP Duncan Maina was also chased from the lower bus park by angry Matatu operators who view him as a traitor for supporting Gachagwa's impeachment. So these are things which are being spotted in Nyeri County, whereby these members of parliament have been ejected. Like the case of the Nyeri town MP, is what has that he was ejected from a bus park relocation. So these are things which are happening, ladies and gentlemen. But going by what is happening, we can comfortably say that these members of parliament are really facing the music. But this is something that was anticipated. We knew that this was going to happen because Mount Kenya is pro-Gachagua. Since Mount Kenya supports Gachagua, and this is what has happened, there was no way these members of parliament were going to find it easy going back to their constituents. In Nyeri County, most likely all the members of parliament that did support the impeachment, they will be kicked out. That is what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, all of them. So this impeachment will take place, and this matter will go to court, and the member of parliament will be recalled. So the big question here is, when will the IEBC be formulated? Why is it taking long for IEBC to be formulated? William Ruto knows very well that if this formulation of the IEBC, or rather reconstitution of IEBC is done, if it's done, then there are members of parliament from his faction who are going to be recalled. So because of that reason, that's why you find that there's this delay, deliberate delay, so that it doesn't take place, the recalling. So that by the time these people form IEBC, it shall have taken another 1 year. So we'll be remaining with that around 2 years. So in 2 years' time, we don't think it's going to this is going to happen. The recalling is going to happen. You time it back here only 2 years. So because 2 years back here, most of these MPs will survive. So this could be a deliberate move to have the constitution delayed, so that these people are not recalled, so that they be protected. Remember, when the finance bill was shut down, this is the time this recalling, the story of members of parliament being recalled, started circulating. But you see, because there was no commissioners, this is why this delay has been there. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this move by the members of parliament being chased from their own constituencies, talking about Mathira constituency and Nyeri town constituency? So just go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.